Alright, y'all, so here is my food forest plan for my backyard. This area right here is about 550 square feet, and then as you come down the side here to the front yard, that whole side is another, I don't know, 500 or so. And then all in all, this front area that I'm going to be growing on and the side and back is going to be 2,600 square feet, 2,700, somewhere around there. I used my tax assessor, East Baton Rouge tax assessor website, and they have a nice map where you can calculate out area in your backyard or on your property, and I'll show you all that sometime, although I doubt every location has it, but mine happens to. Anyway, so I'm excited. I've got some things ordered, and I've got a lot planted already. So these green boxes or plots, that's all planted. So I've got the thornless blackberry, satsuma, fig. I've got annual greens right now, but I'll switch to perennial. I've got tomatoes, blueberries. Might put more blueberries here instead of raspberries. I don't see much about raspberries in the south, though this kind's supposed to do good in the south. I've got 4 muscadines growing in pots. I'll trellis them either on this fence or in front of it. And then that crepe myrtle's already there. I've planted asparagus seeds here, so they're not growing, but they should take off. Over to the corner of my yard, I've got the banana and ginger. I'm going to spread that out. Really, it's in the corner right here, but I'm going to spread it all the way to there. Add in some Suisine mulberry. I'm going to move my mayhaw from the front to the back because this is the north side of my property, and you want your tallest things on the north, and right now it's way on the south at the front. I'm going to put 2 LSU gold figs over here. They get a little bigger than the Celeste. And then you can see I've got kind of the things that I'm going to be planting in between. Again, the green is already planted in my garden right now, though with some of these annuals I'll be sowing seeds randomly every year until I get tired of doing that, because I'll have plenty of perennials. The blue I have seeds for, or the seeds are growing, or I've taken a cutting in the case of these figs, and so they'll be in soon. And then you can see it going down the front. I'm going to put a persimmon from my mother and father-in-law's property. They have a good size, maybe 5-year-old persimmon, and they don't want it, so we're going to take it off their hands. Put some pawpaws in the shade of this ligustrum. Going to make some kind of dwarf fruit tree or berry hedge on this side, and I'll ask the neighbor what kind of fruit they like and stuff, and that's what I'll plant for them once someone moves in there. That house is currently for sale. We've got a Japanese maple. These are my beds are like wavy shaped. I did kind of waves, but it's hard to do a wave in Excel. So anyway, that's the idea. These are pretty accurate measurements. Tried to capture the size of things. I'm going to keep things really trimmed and pruned back. This mulberry will get 30 feet tall if I let it, but I'm aiming more towards like 15. So I'm going to keep it contained, and it'll have pawpaws all around in the shade. Get to southern apples. I haven't ordered those yet. I've ordered this Persian mulberry and this Black Beauty mulberry. I've got Che and strawberry guava seeds germinating. I've ordered these 2 pawpaw varieties, and then I'll propagate from there to add in the rest of the pawpaws that I've got laid out. But you can see I've made a really good plan. I've got my list of trees and shrubs and where I'm getting them from. This is just my grid. I started by making a plant list for all the categories of things that do good in my area. got some principal, some suppliers, and then for my property, I put everything I already own. The dark green is already on my property planted. The light green, like I said, is there's planted seeds, they're ordered, there's cuttings. I've got a lot going on already because, I mean, I had a massive garden. I just need to take out some of that flour and put in food products instead, so berries and fruits, and get rid of some of the iris and daylilies, you know. These are things that I still want to get. The purple I'm definitely getting. It's going to happen. The Suriname cherry I'm not certain will do well here, but I'm going to try it eventually. And some of these other ones, they're kind of harder to get, but I will eventually try to do that. And then I'm going to collect seed annually from my annuals until they start taking care of themselves, and kind of just spreading out a mix of things to whatever comes up, wherever it does. I'm not really worried about it. You can create a walking path as easy as stepping on your plants and turning them into chop and drop. So not a big deal. Anyway, wanted to give y'all an idea of my grid that I've worked out, my map for my yard, and I've spent a lot of time thinking about this and working on it. So I hope that this helps